Hello and welcome to a movie watching podcast. This is Cody Michael. I'm joined as always by Seth Ott.
All right.
And Jared Buckendall.
I got my tea and scrumpets. Let's go.
Scrumpets.
We are here to talk Jason Statham this week. Stick around. We're going to be picking our next movie from the Statham filmography. This was my pick. I'm very excited to watch some Jason Statham. This was kind of funny, actually, though. We were talking beforehand about me being kind of the resident Jason Statham fan. But what we found out this week, Jared, is that that's actually you. We counted up all the Statham movies that we had each seen. Seth has seen 8. I've seen 9. Jared, 18 Statham movies.
I'm a huge Jason Statham head. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, when I saw that number after I filled out the like list or whatever, I was like, how have I seen? I've seen what, maybe 60-75% of this guy's career so far. It's crazy. But then we also talked about this off air that it was probably 100% due to like mid 2000s FX, because every single movie on that channel was a Jason Statham movie, and I was watching every single movie on that channel.
Well, you know what? I think our goal as a podcast is to eventually watch all of the movies Jared hasn't seen that are Jason Statham.
All the Jason Statham movies?
Yeah, so that we can get you from 65 to 100%.
That would be crazy.
Completion.
All right, Seth, are you prepared to watch 28 Statham movies?
Hell yeah.
Some of them I can confirm are good, right? A Working Man, I know, is a good one. There was a
Wrath
handful
of Man
more.
was a good one.
Wrath of Man is excellent.
I thought you said Rocket Man.
No. Wrath of
That's
Man.
Marlon Williams.
It's you. You're the Rocket Man.
Oh, you're thinking the 90s one.
Do you guys want to guess what the average, out of the 46 movies on the Statham list, the average Rotten Tomatoes score? You guys want to guess?
Ooh, I'm going to say 57.
Damn, I was going to go with the 50s too. Maybe I'll bump up 62.
Jared, you're closer. The answer, 47%.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't believe that there. Now he's got a couple that are just really in the dog shit. There's one of them is called In the Name of the King. I have no idea about this one. Apparently it's from 2007. This could also be a hallucination for all I know. I'll have to double check.
I was going to say, how low a percentage is that one?
4.
Okay, yeah, that's dragging it down.
Yeah, there's a movie called 13 that has 7%.
Well, that just doesn't add up.
I was gonna say it's too many numbers.
Oh wow, no! It turns out In the Name of the King is a real movie, and it actually has 4% on Tomatoes. I'm glad we're not watching that one this week.
We're gonna have to
always switch.
Yep.
You got a favorite among your 18, Jared?
Oh man, you know what? The Italian Job. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Sneaky good ensemble cast
Mm-hmm.
for what, 2001 or whenever that was.
Yeah.
Seth Green, right?
Oh yeah.
He's in there. Yeah. Computer guy. Charlize Theron's in there. Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and then Edward Norton.
Oh, Norton. I forgot about him.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it's definitely the Beekeeper.
Oh,
I watched that one not this long ago. The whole Michael family is big Beekeeper fans. Beekeeper 2 coming in 2027. Get excited for that one.
I'll have to watch that.
You haven't seen Beekeeper, have you yet, Chef? You got to catch up to that one.
Nope. That's probably the one that you have seen that I haven't, of the of the 9 that you have.
That's right. Yeah, I guess because we've seen about the same amount. So what would be your favorite then?
Probably Italian Job too.
Mhm.
Yeah. I liked Wrath of Man a lot too. But wait, did I have that one? I think I did.
Yeah, I think so.
That's yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I always confuse. They're also similarly named. I don't like.
There's Working Man and Wrath of Man.
Yeah.
I had to look up the movie posters of some of these because I was like, these names aren't going to do it. I'm a visual guy with Statham movies.
I'm glad that he's kind of settled into his Steven Seagal era. I'm loving where he's going with it. But it was kind of funny to look back on before he was that, when he could actually be a part of an ensemble, which, you wouldn't even think about now outside of Fast and the Furious, right?
Right. He's still in the age and in the phase where he's like believable badass beat 'em up guy.
Oh yeah.
I just saw that Liam Neeson's doing another one of these old man beat 'em up movies. I'm like, hey man, you were past that like 5 years ago, if not 10. Like, let Statham have that mantle now.
Yeah, that ship is sailed for Liam.
Has Statham taken over the month that used to be Neeson's month?
He might. It might be his now.
It might
Statham
be his.
Definitely owns January.
He's a January fella.
That was Neeson. He had January, February, I guess, kind of mulled together. I would say so. For me, Statham owns January.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had Wrath of Man was a January release, and that wasn't even a Statham-centric movie. That was a Guy Ritchie. That was the marketing was Guy Ritchie. But still, Statham owns January, baby. I can't wait. January 2027, Beekeeper, Part 2.
Keep on buzzing.
This whole thing is just a commercial for Beekeeper 2. There were quite a bit that we had not all seen. We could have gotten really cheeky and went with Nomeo and Juliet.
Why didn't we?
I don't know if you guys noticed that one on the list. Apparently he did a voice in that one in 2011. None of us had seen that. None of us had seen Cellular, which is also very early Chris Evans, I believe, 2004. The Crank series. I think, Jared, you had seen the original Crank.
I've seen the original, yeah.
A couple extra Cranks. None of us did. None of us actually see the fourth Expendables movie?
I don't think I have.
Those movies are one movie in my brain. They just are all a blob. I don't know what happens. I just know that there's a bunch of old sweaty men in them.
What? When did the fourth one come out, Cody?
The fourth one, 2023.
Okay. I was gonna say I remember we went to either 2 or 3 together, or both.
I think we went to the third one. I think you showed me the first 2 and we went to the third.
That's right. Yeah. And then I don't think I ever went to the fourth nor caught it at any point. I think the fourth one has like a reduced cast too.
Is that when they get younger?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, they brought in some. Maybe we did see the fourth actually, because I'm seeing now that the third was in 2014. So years wise.
Oh.
I don't know. Time's weird. A lot of Statham here, and you're right. He still looks incredible. Definitely believable, kicking ass, and he's huge. He's just a big dude.
Mm-hmm.
I love when they steer into that. The top rated movie on this list, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, Spy. Can you believe that? That's crazy. It's like a comedy. We're not going to be watching that one this week. It's from 2015. Maybe we'll watch that on our own time instead of on podcast time.
Or when we do our Melissa McCarthy.
I was going to say that. Yeah, I'm excited for that week.
That's a good. I'm glad we have that in the back pocket actually for Melissa McCarthy week whenever she has a movie coming out. A lot of one name titles: Parker, Homefront, Blitz, Redemption, Safe, Shelter,
Revolver,
London, Revolver. Yeah, 13. Not even a word, a number. Snatch, of course. A lot of people like Snatch. That was a fun one. Brad Pitt in that one too. Can't understand a fucking word.
Yeah, that's a good movie though. That's a fun one.
We are going to watch one that is in maybe a similar vein. We will see. Our Jason Statham movie pick for this week is going to be, drum roll please, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. This is from 1998, Guy Ritchie. And I don't know if we talked about this one beforehand, guys. Also, Matthew Vaughn was involved.
Oh.
He of course, Kick-Ass fame, as well as The Kingsman, who we all really like. So Vaughn is the producer. Guy Ritchie writes and directs. The synopsis for this movie is when 4 small-time criminals lose a rigged poker game against a London kingpin, he gives them 1 week to settle their enormous debt.
Ooh.
And so we're going to have a little crew of guys in the London underground. One of those 4 guys is Jason Statham's character, Bacon.
Bacon?
Yeah, Bacon.
Yo. I did not know his name was Bacon.
I don't get the sense that he's the lead here, but it seems like it's a 4-man kind of crew that he's a part of. And so
eggs and toast.
They're going to be trying to get some money. This sounds very, very Guy Ritchie. This sounds like the plot of like 4 Guy Ritchie movies, does it not?
Yeah. I like when Guy Ritchie throws a group together and they kind of have a deadline like this, and I'm sure he's going to run into a bunch of like random characters.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some crazy stuff in here. Guy Ritchie, famous for vulgarity. We'll have some classic London bad language for sure. You can count on that. We'll have a little bit of action. Definitely a lot of dialogue. Great writer, I think, Guy Ritchie. I'm a big fan of his. Would you guys put? I don't know if we have a top like 10 or whatever directors or anything like that. But does Guy Ritchie rank high for you? I would put him pretty high. I go to most Guy Ritchie things just based on the fact that he made it.
I would say he has a like distinct style, and every time I see like his name on it, I was like, oh yeah, I'll go check it out, because I always kind of know like what to expect with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm rushing out to the theater for one of his new ones, but I think you kind of know what to expect in some ways, and for the most part, they're enjoyable. So yeah, I like them.
Definitely a style there with Ritchie. So we're going all the way back to 98. So we're going to see some early Ritchie, early career for a lot of these guys involved in this one. I didn't recognize a lot of the actors. I think Statham was basically the one. Looks like a lot of British actors that I wasn't familiar with.
Vinnie Jones?
Vinnie Jones, not in my, not at the top of my list. What do we know?
The famed soccer player turned actor, Vinnie Jones?
Apparently you know at least 2 more things about Vinnie Jones than I do.
He's also in The Condemned with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a good movie.
Jesus.
Top notch.
I'm glad we're not doing Stone Cold Steve Austin movies this week.
Yes, that is
wrestling movies.
When I win, Stone Cold Steve Austin movies is the #1 choice.
I like it. Yeah, we'll probably do WWE as a category at some point. That would be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of unknowns here. So it'll be interesting to see what the bets look like. So let's jump into them. I am, of course, the champion returning. And so I will go ahead and go first with my 1-point bet. Now, a lot of people know me for the boobs and slur combo. But that, of course, is an 80s bet. This movie came out in the late 90s. This is 1998. So I do have an adjacent bet. I wouldn't say that this is a reusable 90s bet, but this is very much a Guy Ritchie bet. I'm going to call this the Guy Ritchie bet. My guess is that of the 4 main characters, all 4 of them will use the C word in this movie. That's my 1-point bet.
All right.
I had it higher, but then I thought there's a good chance they knock this out in the first scene.
I was going to say, yeah, exactly. The first scene, the opening 5 minutes. Boom, bam.
Well, I will prepare to be offended.
Yeah. Watch out for this one, libs. Chef, what do you got for one?
My 1-pointer is, you've mentioned it earlier, Jason Statham, his character. His name is Bacon. I think Jason Statham will eat bacon.
Oh my God. Shit. The bacon squared.
Bacon. Flawless. No notes. Excellent bet.
Man.
This is going to be really fun.
Heck yeah.
What you got, Jared?
All right. For my 1-pointer, I'm using location. You know, I feel like this kind of location, England, London based, a little bit of stereotype. There will be at least 1 red double-decker bus.
Red bus spotting. I love it. Because I don't think these guys are going to be in the tourist areas. And so
I don't know.
Might not be a lot of red buses.
I will also say if someone makes a double-decker peanut butter sandwich, that counts too.
Okay, there we go. Tack it on.
It's
You
a
heard
double-decker.
You heard it.
I'm gonna be hungry if that happens.
The opening scene is them making sandwiches on a bus.
You just win at that point. We just all turn it off.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go to our 3-point bets. My 3-pointer, I get the sense from the marketing on the front of this, the marketing or the tagline says these guys are an insult to criminals. I don't think these guys are going to be good at this, and I think they're going to get into some kind of confusing circumstances. So for my 3-point bet, I think we're going to get a really funny looking Mexican standoff with more than 3 people. I think we have 4+ people in, and really where everyone's pointing their guns at each other and nobody's going to shoot first because everyone's pointing at everybody. I think we're going to have that with at least 4 people at the same time.
I love it.
That's to you for 3, Chef.
I'm going back and forth a little bit because I think I got some interchangeable options here. I think so. There's a character in this movie named Hatchet Harry. So my 3-pointer, I think Hatchet Harry will use a hatchet.
God damn.
I think either he will kill someone or will be killed by his hatchet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Hatchet
okay,
Harry's
so he has to. There has to be death.
I think it'll be used as a weapon. I think that's who Hatchet Harry is.
Oh, okay, just a weapon. It doesn't. There doesn't need to be resulting death.
Yeah, let's do it.
I wrote Hatchet Harry is involved in a hatchet attack.
Yeah,
I like it.
There we go.
Yeah. I feel like there's gonna be like some sort of definitely gonna be like fighting. Like it's a Guy Ritchie movie. There's gonna be like fighting and craziness going on. I feel like Hatchet Harry is some sort of.
He got the nickname somehow.
Mean man.
Hatchet Harry. I got a feeling I know where your 5-pointer is going. Because there's a Todd Baker. So if he bakes, Seth
shit.
No, Jared. We'll keep him in suspense for Chef's 5. What do you got for 3?
Yeah, I'm kind of doing a little switcheroo with some of mine as well. But let's go with 3 here, and I'm gonna say the main characters at some point will essentially have a meeting with someone over tea.
They meet over tea.
Yeah.
I like this. This would fit in Guy Ritchie as well. Because he'll show some sophisticated guys, but they'll still be doing, Guy Ritchie stuff.
I imagine like these big guys sitting at a table with a very small person having tea.
I love this. Statham takes lavender. That's my 5-point bet. Now, my actual 5-pointer, I'm really glad that I get to make this bet, which is part of the reason why I wanted to go first. I thought one of you guys might make this bet. I am going to say, I'm calling a line of dialogue. I think Jason Statham himself will speak the title of this movie.
Ooh, that's good.
And so we're going to have a roll credits moment from our friend, Mr. Statham. He's going to say something about lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels. And then something cool is going to happen probably. Also, that was a terrible Statham impression.
You mean terribly awesome?
I know. You don't have to tell me comments. Chef, quickly moving on from my impression. What do you have for 5?
So you mentioned earlier Vinnie Jones. His character in this movie, his name is Big Chris.
Oh my God.
There's also a Little Chris in this movie. So I'm guessing that Vinnie Jones is a large man, Little Chris is a small man. They, at some point in this movie, I think they're a duo. I think they are going to do some sort of team maneuver that that utilizes their difference in size.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Big and Little Chris have a combo move? Is that
combo move? Yep.
Combo.
Big Little Chris combo.
It's got to be him throwing him, right? That's probably.
I don't know.
Maybe swing him between his legs and use him as like a torpedo kick or something.
Maybe he's on his shoulders punching.
There you go.
God. How little do we think little Chris is? What if little Chris is like an average sized man? He's just small in comparison.
Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking mini-me size.
Yeah.
It's Vern Troyer.
Yeah.
You're picturing Vern Troyer and Andre the Giant?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Little buddy.
Man.
I would watch that movie. I think Andre the Giant's head was bigger than Vern Troyer.
Oh. That's my Andre.
That's a better Andre than my Statham from a second ago. Man. Okay, so we got Big and Little Chris in a combo move. Jared, bring us home with your 5.
All right, like we said, again, Vinnie Jones is in this movie, and he was a former soccer player. So I think in some scene he will be watching soccer and then comment on soccer.
Oh my God, Vinnie Jones has thoughts. On the soccer he's watching.
I really thought you were gonna say is like gonna use.
Like, something gonna, like kick something.
Yeah, and then what if he uses little Chris and kicks
as
him
the
as
ball.
a soccer ball?
Oh, fuck off! Do you think that's what he's gonna do?
Oh my gosh, that's where Space Jam got their inspiration when they put him in the ball.
Perfect. Even though I think Space Jam came out before.
Oh damn, you're right.
If Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels took inspiration from Space Jam, we are in for a treat. A lot is going to happen in this movie. We're going to have Statham eating bacon. We're going to have some red buses. We're going to have a lot of C words getting dropped. We're going to have Hatchet Harry hatcheting. We're going to have a tea meeting. Very lovely break in the action, probably. Right before we have a 4-person Mexican standoff. We're going to have Big and Little Chris doing combo maneuvers. Vinnie Jones is going to have thoughts on some soccer. And then finally, Jason Statham is going to speak the title of the movie. And that's how I'm going to win this week's bets. Very excited to watch Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It looks like this is currently on Netflix. And so some folks will be able to catch it there. Other folks will rent it. I'm going to go, of course, see if they have a copy over at Blockbuster. So however you find a way to watch this, we hope you'll check it out over this next week. We'll be back with next week's episode to let you know who won the betting game. And we'll also let you know what the next theme will be for our next review. So come on back for that.
Stone Cold Steve Austin movies.
Ooh.
For now, though, let's talk about what we've been watching this week. And it's kind of funny, actually. This is maybe the like smallest film weekend that I could have recent memory in terms of new things being released, because everyone's avoiding the Odyssey like it's the bear in the forest.
Get out of their way.
We've only got a couple things to talk about, and they're actually neither one of them is coming out this week. I'll make brief mention of I went to a showing the other day in the theater of The Fifth Element. Have you guys seen Fifth Element?
Ooh, yeah.
I don't think I have.
It is it's from the 90s. It's Luc Besson. And I'll say this. I think that definitely for its time, it's pretty forward-thinking style-wise. I think there's a lot of sci-fi from later that doesn't look this good. There's a little bit of a disjointedness there. Felt very in universe with Valerian, which I know is one of the movies you don't like.
Top 10, baby. It's on Tubi right now.
So Fifth Element, catch it at home. I caught it in the theater. It was a pretty cool experience. Chris Tucker in that. I know he gets a lot of praise for his role in that. He was very funny. He goes on to do, Rush Hours and stuff after that, which is well earned. I don't really like Bruce Willis here. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I don't think he like the gritty action Bruce Willis fits in this universe, and I understand why they would try it. But this is also post Die Hard Bruce Willis. Very weird to me that they went with him.
Now that you mention, I definitely have not seen this all in its entirety, but I've seen big chunks of this, I think, before on like movie networks or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
When you said Bruce Willis, and then is someone have like red hair, like really red hair in this one?
Yeah, is that Mila Jovovich or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like suspenders.
Yeah, like white suspenders or a white weird like.
I guess you could call him that.
Strappies.
Yeah, that was the other thing is you identify pretty quickly that this is, Let's All Stare at Mila Jovovich, the movie.
Yeah.
For
It's horny 90s, the movie.
Very horny 90s.
It's always been one where if it's on TV, I'll sit down and watch it for a little bit. I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites, but I appreciate it. It's one of those that also like a weird memory. It's like whenever I would go up to Minnesota to visit my grandparents, they had cable, and that was like one of the like 3 movies that was always on. So I would always watch Fifth Element.
I feel like it was FX. It was always on that.
Mm-hmm.
FX strikes again. That's how you got all your Jason
They got the movies. Yeah. We got the movies.
Well, the other movie that Jared and I got to this week was actually Mystery Movie Monday.
Mystery movie.
This one is not going to drop until, what is it, the 6th? August 7th is the release of One Night Only. This is a rom-com set in a world where premarital sex is illegal.
Whoop, whoop.
And I'll save you one question. Yes, they know, and they explain it. So it's not like you can just, do it and nobody knows. So it's a rom-com set in that world where there's one night per year, kind of like The Purge, where that law goes away. And so for 12 hours from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., you can have sex if you're not married.
You can do whatever you want.
Huge holiday. Everybody, it's like there's a whole culture around this holiday. Like there's like stores have sales for it. There's commercials, for your one night.
Things
come
prepping,
on down to wherever's. Yeah,
that is such a good idea.
It really is. That's the thing is like, Cody, not to cut you off, but like it's such a like the idea is right there and it's so creative. And again, they play it up where it's really fun, where like, it's maybe an hour before this timer clicks off and then they walk by a sign and it says like haircut $165. And it's like, obviously like the inflation of it's one night only. So like the world really kind of transforms too with this kind of night of shenanigans.
There's a whole section of the movie based around the value of a condom in this environment.
Yeah.
And it is very cool. That's the highlight for me in this. I would say 2 highlights for me in this. The world that they're living in, and I really liked the leads. I thought they had great chemistry.
And they were very cute.
Funny.
That was going to be my other question. Because the trailer, that's another one that I saw the trailer and I was instantly like, I can feel something with this movie. Like it's gonna, like it's not because the trailer perfectly like gives the world that you're talking about. Because I what you're describing, and like even more so with like the references to like the inflation and all that stuff. Like that's even deeper than I thought it would be. I thought it was just gonna be like that one, like, okay, that's the premise, and then the story is them. With adding all that stuff, that makes me even more excited to see this.
And the thing is, not only with that, but there's like a lot of like kind of signs or like maybe commercials or billboards in the background that also play into this world of just like that's the thing is like I almost want to know more of like they kind of touch on a little bit of the politics and just like relationships and stuff, but it's like how does all of this work and like what is the going price for a certain thing? But I don't know. I thought it was really fun. It had a lot of heart. It was very cute. It played up like it's very kind of hamminess of rom-coms at moments, but they were in on the joke, especially with like the lead's like career. Once you figure it out, I won't spoil it.
Very cool bit, yeah.
But there's also like there's kind of like rom-com like Easter eggs. Like there was a couple of references to like recent rom-coms recently, and I was like, was that the same director? It might be the same team, but like it was interesting to kind of see what they like put in there or hid in there.
Okay. Man, I'm excited for this one.
It was fun.
Yeah, I think it's warranted. Incredible date night movie. Maybe the date night movie of the year.
Yeah.
And it I would say it jumps the drama, which was my current number 1. No, just don't go to the drama. No, I think pretty comfortably I would say it's maybe the best date movie so far this year, unless you're into weird stuff, which more power to you. No, I went to this with my buddy. Well, I went to this with Fredo, and we had a great time. So I'll probably go again and take Gina at some point.
I went with my girlfriend, and we rolled the dice and we hit big.
Man, and because to finish with the trailer, like that was the other thing with this is I could tell from the trailer, like it just seems like they have great chemistry. So I'm glad that it translates in the movie too. So no, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this one. That'll probably be an opening weekend one for me. We'll get to.
There you go. August 7th is that release. I love a movie where, and there's been other good examples of this recently. I think Upload, which is a random thing for me to pull, is a really good example of the same thing. Like, come up with some small idea, but then follow it all the way through, right? Like, what if it was illegal to have premarital sex? But then everything that would follow from that is what's cool about this movie. And I just like that they stuck, but they keep it small. You know, they keep it just a pair of them. So I love a movie that's shaped like this. It, very much. And you only have to nail two things: have an interesting world and good leads, and they knock both of them out the park, I think.
Is the rest of the world like our normal world? It's just that one thing is different, or is there other?
There's other vague differences, but they're all in the background. So it's like you will have a blast looking around and seeing things. Yeah, very for the eye searchers, the screen searchers in the crowd. Yeah, there's a lot to look around for. There is more, like for example, there's more. It seems like there's more of an international, like there's more languages visible and represented, and so there's more of that. They talk about the government that instituted this rule, and that's a part of the culture. And they talk about, so again, it's a full world where this is
interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. One night only. This was a big surprise to me. I was like, okay, yeah, fine. We'll go see it. But honestly, we could keep talking about it. It's a fun one.
I felt like I saw that trailer like 7 months ago, and I was like, whoa, like that. Just from that, I was like, that's a rom. I'm not a huge rom-com guy, but I was like, that one I would be so down for.
I'm always in August, not a lot of competition.
I'm always on a search for one good rom-com a year, and if we can get one that's good, and this is the one.
Yeah,
I would say so. So that's what we've been watching this week. I think before we let folks go, and I didn't tell you guys I was going to do this. This week was also Comic-Con. This last weekend was Comic-Con. And so it's been a big week for announcements, for reveals, different things. There was new Avengers trailer and footage. There was the announcing of the new Black Panther, which was very exciting news. And that one will come out in 2028 with a new guy, who I think that's a cool casting. I really liked him. David Johnson,
from Romulus and the Long Walk.
Yeah, I thought he was really cool in The Long Walk, and so I think that will be cool. Jared, I know you follow all the Comic-Con stuff for your main gig here. What are a couple of the highlights in terms of the headlines from this last week?
Yeah, there was a lot of trailers, a lot of announcements. I mean, Marvel really didn't do a bunch this year. People were expecting, I don't know, maybe a huge slate. I'm not entirely sure. But they only announced those two things, like you kind of touched on it. Black Panther 3 with the casting of David Johnson?
Yep.
Yeah. As Black Panther, I guess 2, Black Panther's son. I'm not entirely sure. But then Coogler coming back. And then Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys saw that.
One. Yeah, people are pumped for that.
I'm very interested in that.
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, I love him as an actor, so like anything he's in, I'm down for. I'm just very curious. Are they going to steer more into the supernatural of Marvel? I would hope so, because I really liked that Werewolf at Night like short.
I think he's the right guy for it. You could do really anything with Gosling. And we were talking earlier off the show about actors whose choices you trust. We're talking about Jessica Chastain and this upcoming horror movie of hers. And just because she picked it, we think there must be something there. Right. And I would say that with Gosling as well. He's not going to be in something that sucks. So, I have a lot of faith in this. And the way they talk about it, those guys have been working together for a long time on that. You know what's funny, and I think you guys will agree, not to jump too quickly off the Marvel thing. You know what I think the more exciting like comic adaptation type thing was there was some new Dungeon Crawler Carl announcements with the TV show. And the voice actor from the books, Jeff Hayes, who we're such big fans of, is cast as Princess Donut in the show, which people were maybe not as excited as they were about Ryan Gosling, but pretty excited about. The Dungeon Crawler Carl world loves Jeff Hayes, that voice actor. And there's a real swell growing for that upcoming show. Don't you guys think?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think Comic-Con really pushed it even more. Because there's probably people who didn't realize that it was going to be a show until even those Comic-Con panels. And plus we got more book news too. It sounds like they'll be done with the book series by the time their first season comes out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
9 and 10 are going to come out pretty quick, it sounds like, and they'll come out. So the whole series will be done before the show starts.
Is 10 the last book?
That's my understanding. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Someone was asking me when this series might be wrapping up, and I said I'm just about to start 4, so I have yet to know.
I'm fully in right now. Like now it's to the point where like anytime I have a few minutes to just like if I'm like doing dishes or like whatever
in that world,
now I have to like pop in the earbuds and listen.
I've been going on extra drives.
Yep. Long walks.
If you're an audiobook person, highly recommend Dungeon Crawler Carl. I know it's not a movie, but it might be someday. Got my brother on it just this week. He texted me the other day. He said, I really like the tone of this because it's sci-fi, but not like heavy like a lot of the sci-fi gets, and it's more fun. My response to him was, yeah, it's kind of like the Saturday morning cartoon of sci-fi movies. And he said, that nails it. So if that's what you're looking for, check out Dungeon Crawler Carl on the audiobooks.
Yeah, I just confirmed 10 total is the plan.
Okay.
And it will apparently cover all 18 floors. So
dang. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm very curious.
That gives me clues based on where I am in the series and what I can look forward to. So that's good because I'm in the middle of book 6. I want to say right now.
Okay.
So yeah, very exciting. Dungeon Crawler Carl, go check that out. Also keep an eye out, of course, for One Night Only coming up next week in theaters. That's August 7th. We'll be back next week to review and do the betting game for Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. So make sure you come on back and check that one out. Until then, for Jared Buckendahl and Seth Ott, I've been Cody Michael, and we'll see you next time.